Members of the board. From Boardroom Productions, it's Boardroom Banter.
Get the speaker box loud, hitting that stuff till you hearing that sound.
Featuring your chairman of the board, David.
What is happening, everybody?
Chief Mayhem Officer, Derek.
Yo, what is up?
And myself, Greg, your Chief of Obscurity. The following content is explicit. Discretion is advised.
Welcome, everybody, to Boardroom Banter. My name is David. To my left is Derek.
What is up?
And to my right is Mr. Greg.
That's me.
I want to welcome everybody to our latest episode tonight. Trying to start your weekend off the right way. Gentlemen, how was the week for you?
Man, it's been a fun one.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. I have met very interesting people in all walks of life this week.
I can attest to that. Mr. Derek,
I'm
what about
kind
you?
of surprised we're not famous yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow, that's soon.
I mean, we released our first episode. I thought I would be signing autographs by now.
Oh, well, we
You
have
did-
to have our faces on the internet for that, dude.
You didn't
Yeah.
sign any autographs today?
How many did you fucking sign?
Well, I wonder what I was signing now.
Oh, not an autograph. That's probably a subpoena.
Yeah, probably.
Buddy.
What?
There was the sheriff's department in work today, so
Yeah, but they ran away when I walked in the room.
there was a particular person in service. They were like, they came in and they asked, they're like, is this person here? And I'm like, it was like a homie hookup, right? So I told the sheriff's department, I'm like, yeah, let me see. You need to stay here. And I went back there to find said individual. And I was like, you in trouble, bro? And they were like, what are you talking about? And I was like, I don't know. The sheriff's department's up there, bro. I'm just giving you a chance to run. Like, don't normal people do that for their homies? Like,
Okay.
if the sheriffs came to your work, wouldn't you go up to your homie and be like, hey, man,
Yeah.
Yeah.
are you in trouble? What'd you do?
I mean, I would-
like, here's your chance because they're up there. I'm
When
going to
was
go
the
tell
last time you deleted your browser history?
Yeah.
Because-
Yeah.
So after that, he came up to
least-
me and he was like, fuck, thanks, man. He was
least
like,
you're-
I know you have my back. And I
You're
was like,
a good
yeah,
man. You're a good man.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let you get fucked over like that. Leave no man behind, I guess, you know,
Got
like in
your
that
six.
sense.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Derek, at least I know you have my back.
Oh, yeah.
You'll give me a heads up at least.
Fuck yeah, I'll let you run. I'll even
All
bring
right.
you keys to a car or
I
something.
don't know if I can run very far. I mean,
You can drive.
with my knee. I don't know if I can.
You know, that kind of
I'm not getting very far with my knee.
My kid talks so much shit because he's like, Dad, you live so close to work. Why don't you walk? I'm like, I'm not fucking walking to work. Like, that's not happening. I don't care how close I work. Like, my fat ass is not going to get up and go walk to work. And like, what if here, like, it starts raining out of nowhere? Like,
It's true.
It's even raining and people are like, it's not rain, it's sea
Yeah.
fog. Fuck you.
Yeah.
If it's coming down on me,
And
condensation,
I'm getting wet.
it's rain.
Yeah. No.
It's a mist.
It's a heavy mist.
Heavy mist.
Heavy mist.
Yeah, that's what she said too.
So-
That's not a mist either. That's piss.
Yeah, no, that is. Yeah.
100%. If you have ever gone through that, fellas, that is pee.
I want to let you know
It
anything
comes
that,
from the bladder.
Yeah, if it comes out of the bladder and through the urethra, guaranteed it's urine.
Those fucking,
blood.
they'll try to like gypsy shine you. They'll try to like do some gypsy work and be like, oh, see what you made me do? No, that's not what, that is pee.
Look into this crystal ball. It's pee.
It's pee. It's pee.
All right.
Oh, talking about pee.
What?
Some events have happened this week. So I was never bad boys for life. I was never, in the crew of the P. Diddy, Combs, fucking, I don't know. I liked Mace. Like the only
Yeah.
one, like I liked, a
Nelly
couple.
too. Nelly.
Yeah, but like I've honestly hated P. Diddy like my
Okay.
whole life. And I think all this shit's great. Like he just
mean-
got federally indicted.
I mean, I'll say at least Mo Money, Mo Problems. That was,
Here's my
you
question.
can throw that on any time and you're jamming to that song. That
yeah.
The one time. At least having him on an album.
I mean, Eminem said it in a song once. We already knew he killed Pac.
I mean, allegedly.
Allegedly. And there was
There was
always,
that song Kill Shot. Did you listen to the end of it where he was
Yes.
like, hey, and Diddy, we know you killed Pac. Just kidding. But
and Biggie. There's even there's rumors conspiracy theories.
Oh, that it was all connected.
that even Diddy had a hand in even Biggie's death.
I mean, Diddy's had a hand in a lot more.
I'm sure.
How many hands?
Well,
How much lube did they find today in his mansion?
About 1,000 bottles of lube.
Okay, to our listeners, the first person to email us, boardroombanter@gmail.com, spelled BOREDBANTER, all one word, @gmail.com, with the exact amount of milliliters cumulatively through all those 1,000 bottles of lube, you win a prize. I don't know what that prize is, and it might come covered in lube, but you will get that prize in the mail if you're the first person to tell us the right answer.
Hey, you know what the fucked up thing is? We're probably only gonna have one person that responds to the email, so they win anyway.
We may get 2 or 3. Who knows?
I hope so. Our fan base. We got like 15 subscribers now.
13 is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We're hey.
To all 13 of you,
I'm kind of
you
impressed.
rock.
Exactly. For all 13 subs, like,
Yeah,
you guys
thank
are
you.
awesome, rocking with us. Like, share, subscribe, follow.
And tell
No,
us
so
what
so
you
don't
think.
just watch our video. Like, I didn't understand this,
Video?
and you fuckers. No, not video. This is audio now. We were doing video, which we're gonna get there. It's gonna be fucking awesome. But don't just watch. Don't listen. Just like, you gotta like it. You gotta share. You gotta comment. You gotta do some shit. Like, if you just watch it, like, I've watched a lot of videos. Now I feel bad. Now I feel bad out there for the
It's
community.
actually true. After posting the first one, like, not interacting enough with videos,
Yeah.
like, I kind of am like, huh, all right, that's interesting.
This is how they feel.
Yeah, like, I get it.
Yeah.
That sentiment I totally get after posting our first one, but I get it. We're audio only, so at some point in time, it'll
I mean, everybody's got fucking an hour throughout their week they can listen to us.
happen.
Especially people around
Hey.
here. We know you're
Hey.
driving to work.
It'll happen. Don't worry.
I know it'll happen.
It'll happen. We're
But-
good. We're good, brother.
So back to the
Diddy, 1,000 bottles of lube.
dude. He
Did
got
Diddy
no.
do
and
it?
then
Did he diddly doodly?
Did he do it?
When you're getting denied bail,
Yeah, he got denied bail.
at the level of person that he is in this world, being, top tier, upper echelon, all that. I mean,
Well,
he's from
Doesn't he
the
own?
ivory. He is an ivory tower individual.
Didn't he own Bad Boy Records after Suge Knight and everybody? Didn't he buy? I don't know. I may be mistaken.
That I can't speak on. I don't know. I'm not.
I don't-
that
no.
versed.
I know he's a huge political figure in
So-
rap, though. Like he's
Oh, yeah,
he's a like for East Coast. He is.
Oh, of course. I mean, dude, he was there during the whole East Coast, West Coast.
So Suge Knight owned, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, different record label, Death Row,
Yep.
right? So
Yep.
the two were never connected, but
Sorry, I was wrong on that one.
yeah, it's okay. So the crews hung out, and I mean, you can look into all this, and it's been a while since I've gone down the research rabbit hole into this particular topic, but from what I remember, there is more accusation as far as like conspiracies go that it was more of a not so much a this crew versus this crew thing, and other people involved trying to, from a third party stance, remove them from the limelight and make it look bad, kind of demonize the whole situation for their own intentions. I don't want to say specific things because it's third party information coming
No,
from
I
me.
hear you on that.
You
No,
know?
yeah.
Yeah, no.
But
We all went through that in our childhood.
I
I
mean,
mean,
I
the deaths of
understand.
both of those guys. You know,
yeah, I mean,
the whole
yeah,
East
that's-
Coast, West
Well,
Coast
yeah.
fucking phenomenon.
I mean,
like
that was
I'm
our-
more of a Biggie Smalls fan myself.
That was our childhood. You know.
Real quick though, I want to say this episode is brought to you by Boardroom Banter Ale.
Boardroom Banter Ale.
You will never find it
You will never drink it.
ever.
Find it in stores nowhere.
That's right.
When I get up in the morning on the Saturday of a camping trip, I crack straight into a nice frosty 12-ounce Boardroom Banter Ale.
I hope you can enjoy it one day.
There's no mountains on the can because you don't need pictures to tell you stuff is cold.
Yeah. You just feel it and you
Yeah,
know.
you just see that it's all chilling in ice and know it's probably cold.
Delicious.
When it hits your lips and throat, and just feels so great.
Am I right?
It goes down.
What else? What else?
So smooth.
What else does it feel like, Derek?
I'm not going to tell you about that. Subscribe to my sorry about that. I didn't mean only, but subscribe to my other websites. We'll tell you about that.
Derek has a side hustle, guys. That's what we're telling you guys and gals.
Yeah. He likes to model banana hammocks.
Yes.
In the off season.
Not just the banana hammocks, but have you seen Borat?
Yes.
Have you seen the V-suit banana hammock? That's my favorite.
That's like a flying V guitar with hair on it.
Yeah.
Except for everybody's disappointed because all they see is nuts hanging out of the side of it.
Looks like silly putty being divided by a piece of dental floss.
Yeah.
Very nice. Look at my balls.
Chewed bubble gum that's
You
on the
like.
carpet with
You
hair
like.
in it.
He's jumping up and down, and they just, you know,
Could you imagine going on a pogo stick in one of those suits?
Oh, good Lord. Please no.
There's got to be a meme for that.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I'm sure someone's done it in this world. Somebody has done it. It's probably on video by now.
Floppiest pogo stick ride.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know. So personally on that subject, I don't know. I don't know if I'm not happy. I'm never happy in those situations that people go through that, but like it didn't really hurt me when I found out P. Diddy was a fucking weirdo because I kind of already knew he was.
Well,
Puff Daddy, whoever calls himself that, bro, like,
Well, it was.
What are you puffing on?
I mean, it was a nice change when it went from Puff Daddy to you only call me Diddy. But
So you were a fan.
told you, more money, more problems, man.
You know, I like Biggie.
It's a classic.
But I've always been kind of a West Coast rap kind of guy. But, well, except for I am a huge Wu-Tang fan.
Huge Wu-Tang fan. This man
Wu-Tang.
right here fucking
Let
says
me tell
Wu-Tang
you.
shit all day.
I
Wu-Tang
love Wu-Tang.
forever.
A revolutionary in the industry. Bunch of just really smart, awesome, gritty guys. Music's great. Yeah.
I just couldn't get on the P. Diddy train, and I'm glad I didn't because that train was not good.
It wasn't a train I was ever on, but
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure there was a train or two involved.
Not the one that you were on,
Am
but
I right?
dude, I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
Like they called him at one point. Once all this shit started coming out, they referenced him as the Epstein of
he hung out with
the music
Epstein.
industry.
He hung out with him.
Like, there's a lot of people that think now, after all this shit's starting to come to light, that he actually, because there's some weird videos.
He's worse,
of
probably.
him with Bieber. Like, there's some awkward videos with him and Bieber, and so some people think that he was fucking grooming Bieber way back.
Fuck, it's
when,
like the
too,
Macaulay
and-
Culkin, Michael
I
Jackson
was
thing
just
all
gonna
over
say
again.
that.
Yeah.
You stole that right out of my mind.
I saw you thinking about
Yeah.
that, sir. That's why we fucking do this podcast.
Exactly, right? If you didn't see this and you didn't... Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
a fucking high five.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. Really, I was just thinking, I was going to say when you were finished, does that make him the new Macaulay Culkin? Sorry, Macaulay. I'm not making fun of you.
You've changed your life, bro. You've turned it
Yeah,
around.
he
Shit's
really
gotten
has.
better for you.
Oh, big time.
There was some
Never-
I thought he was down the Aaron Carter path for a while there, but
yeah.
Rest in peace.
rest in peace.
Rest in
really,
peace.
I mean, I love candy.
Yeah. All shit talking aside, we're not like victim shaming you. We're just saying it sounds like a very similar situation.
No, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and after they raided his place, obviously. That was in the news quite a while ago.
How many suction cup dildos were in
God.
every
Would
one
that
of
be-
his residences?
Would that
Like,
be single or double?
Here's
just
the thing.
in the showers. How
This
many
is-
showers does he have in his house, and how many suction cups were put in the showers?
Well, I mean, the crazy part about it is apparently in his houses, he had every room bugged and cameraed, like wired and cameraed. So
I'm not
He
surprised.
recorded every. That's why a lot of people call him the Epstein of
Gross.
the music.
Kevin-
Because Epstein's house, if you remember that, his mansion that he had in New York, every room had a camera. It was bugged, so forth, blah blah blah.
Wow.
So we've
And
heard
so there's a lot of people thinking that he's got video of blackmail, all sorts of shit recorded on all this. And when they raided his house, they took all of that, all of it.
So we've heard a lot of shit about, like Epstein, this and that, the sex islands, the, P. Diddy and stuff. But the thing that, like, shocked me most about P. Diddy was, like, Mr. Gangsta, right? Mr. Gangsta of the East Coast.
Bad
like,
boys for life.
Right?
and the men shit. Like, I'm not bashing anybody for nothing. Like, what you do is up to you. But, like, how much of that shit came out, too? Like, of the...
That
You
is
know what I
true.
mean?
That is
Like,
true.
Because he's always been about, like I never refer to women as this, but it's always, the rappers are the bitches and the this and that. And it's like, bro, look what you were caught doing. Like, how fucking hard are you?
Well, you know what they say. Okay.
I mean, he was really hard at the time, but I mean,
you
At
know,
the time, I mean,
you know what they say about that stuff, though. Really, it's the people who are talking the loudest about something are the ones who, have something else to say. So, the guys out there and that are yelling the loudest about not being one way or another may not be sure, or you know what I'm saying.
I wished Eminem waited to release his newest album until these allegations came out, because then it would have been better.
Oh, don't think it won't be on the next, right?
Right.
Don't think that Eminem's gonna let him slip on that.
I give it to him. He's the rap god, but I mean, this last album.
He already called it out in Kill Shot.
He did.
That was when he.
No,
came
he did.
out with that.
When he came
It
out
was
with
the
all
end
that.
end of Kill Shot.
End of Kill Shot.
Nah, I'm just playing.
But he wasn't.
No.
I mean, everybody's already knew that.
Yeah.
Well, you know he won't let that slide.
No.
There'll be something somewhere. It's all about, do you pick up on it with Eminem, because that's the epitome of a lyricist.
His new record, though, man, I can't really pick up on a lot of stuff. Like, it's kind of all over the place. Like, I love Eminem.
Well,
Eminem has been one of my favorite artists
it's one of those
since
ones.
since I bought the Marshall Mathers LP before I could buy a parental advisory CD. Walmart fucking let me buy that as a child,
Nice.
and it blessed my life. But like,
That was such a good album.
no, that's probably my favorite album. Like, out of all of them, is the Marshall Mathers LP. But I don't know, man. Like, nowadays, it's like there's a time to retire. There's a time to hang it up. There's a time to.
Not for him though.
Have you heard his new record? Have you heard his new full CD?
Nope, just snippets.
I'm sorry, but I
mean,
love the guy to death, and he's been one of my role models for a long time. Not role model, but I mean, I've looked at,
But-
like in the rap game and like music, he's helped me out in a lot of like tough situations in life, just hearing his music. But the new,
What was it? Kamikaze? Was it Kamikaze?
Curtain Call was pretty bad.
Okay, that's what I mean. Like,
I mean, Recovery was a pretty bad one too. And he admits that.
All right.
He admits that.
So
but now like this
in
one,
relation to those, because remember that's when he was all left up.
yeah.
In relation to those albums, how was this one? Like, can you put it ahead of those ones?
No.
Wow. Okay.
No, personally, I mean,
Wow. All right.
for me, like like I said, I love Eminem, but I just think this last album, he didn't really. It was too much. It was. I don't know. It was just too much. Like, he's never been about the times as much. Like, he has, but he hasn't. You know what I mean? But there. I don't know. For me personally, no.
All right. I can't.
It was
speak
one of those
on
that
it too
shouldn't have
much
came
because
out.
I only heard the one song that came out, which was a cool throwback.
But the more you listen to it, like the lyrics, it's just like,
I haven't delved
Yeah.
too far on that side of it.
yeah, I dove into that and then just got out of that album. So.
Okay. Well then, Eminem, your album sucks, according to Derek. Sorry, bro.
He'll just write a song about it.
Exactly.
I hope so. That would make our podcast
Right?
so fucking famous. Fuck these boardroom. If you say boardroom banter somewhere in your song, bro, I don't care if it is,
Oh boy. I mean, it would be cool.
Well, since
I'm not gonna lie about that, but
we're on the topic, I want to take a second to
we're like 2 years away from that.
or weeks.
6 months. Maybe by that next episode, we could retire from our jobs after the
all
next
right.
episode.
Gotta think positive.
Yeah, you know what? I am a pretty
The
pessimistic.
fucking panda's fucking winking at us up there.
I know. Look at him with his little squinty eye and everything.
In his gimp mask.
It's a good one.
I would say, aesthetically speaking, it's the best addition to your sex dungeon.
It is.
Bro, everybody was like, did you really have to start the episode out with a sex dungeon?
Well, we can't lie about where we're at.
I mean,
It's a beautiful place.
Yeah.
I mean,
I love what you did with the spikes, too.
you know,
the wood chips can be very...
obviously we are recording in here, which means the sound deadening is just superb.
I almost didn't even hear that screaming in here that one time.
Exactly.
Yeah, almost.
Exactly.
I got right up to the front door before I heard it.
Yep. That's what I mean. The houses are just far enough away.
And I knew it wasn't
You
a
never
good time.
know.
I knew it wasn't a good time, so I just left. I'm polite.
All right.
Yeah. So I wanted to take a second to recognize we do have another sponsor tonight, Vaseline, sponsoring us for this episode tonight. Just remember, if you're in a rough situation and you might be getting pinched for a whole lot of nasty things, Vaseline is there to have your back. Rub a little bit on your elbows, maybe your butt crack. Help
If you
your
need
friends.
to slide out.
You can order 1,000 bottles of Vaseline. Just go to the Vaseline's website and request that order.
Can I tell you the only bad thing about Vaseline, though?
Or send a letter into the federal government because they have about 1,000 bottles of lube.
Okay, so the worst thing about Vaseline, though, is after you use it for your enjoyment, when you go into the shower, you come again from fucking just cleaning it off. You're like, I can't get the Vaseline off. Like, what's going on right now? I'm trying to rub it off, and it happens again. So you already know it's like double the pleasure, double the fun. Double mint gum. We love you.
This episode not brought to you by Double Mint Gum.
Not brought to you by Double Mint Gum.
So not brought to you. God, do they even still make double mint gum anymore?
Do they still make the twins?
I mean, really? Like, does that still exist?
That'd be a good little commercial we could do.
If anyone has a pack of double mint gum,
Upload it.
send us an email. Greg has already given it. boardroombanter@gmail.com.
One
we
word.
would be interested in maybe trying that, being so old.
How about this? The first person to comment a photo of a used package of Double Mint Gum will get a direct message from Boardroom Banter.
What? All right.
I don't even know if Double Mint Gum's more oppressive or Juicy Fruit.
Juicy fruit lasts for like 3 minutes.
I know,
Yeah.
but who still chews Juicy Fruit?
You know
Does
what?
it still exist?
Forget.
I don't know.
Yes, it does. Forget both.
Seriously.
you, zebra. Yikes! Stripe gum.
If you have those tattoos in your
Yikes,
pocket,
striped gum.
you fucking hit me up.
Yeah, I will pay you money for those tattoos.
Those things lasted.
Way longer than the gum.
Oh, that gum sucked. Oh, what
Yeah.
about Bubblicious?
Bubblicious was.
know.
I mean,
Oh,
it was
fuck,
good.
you put
It-
2 or 3 pieces in your mouth and you were like,
I mean, you looked
you
like
couldn't even talk.
You looked like an old school 1980s MLB player.
Your ears
with a
would
big
pop
old
good.
chaw in his mouth, trying to chew 2 or 3 of that
Half
Bubblicious.
a bag of Red Man.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So, or how about this?
the big league chew.
yeah. Oh, that
Oh
was good
yeah,
stuff.
I remember
That was good shit.
No,
Took that off the shelves because it was teaching kids how to chew tobacco.
Do you
Bubble
remember
tape.
back in our day
Do you
when
remember
we
the
could
old
get the
candy
cigarettes
cigarettes?
that you could get from
Yeah.
the ice cream truck and they
Yeah.
actually
Oh,
blew
yeah.
smoke out?
Yeah, if
Oh,
you blew
bro.
through them.
Yeah, yeah.
So we were over where my significant other used to live, right? Across the way. And like such a small town we live in, right? But she gets a phone call one day, like a couple of years ago, and she's like, I just saw your kid smoking cigarettes on the corner. And he's like fucking 11 years old at this time. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And it was, he copped a pack of the fucking cigarette bubble gum somehow. And he was on the corner blowing out the fucking bubble gum. But someone had called her and was like, oh, your kid's fucking smoking on the corner. And like, oh, that was a big old ordeal that night. But
in the
he was
boys'
like,
room.
it was just the bubble gum. And I was kind of like it. I sat back a little bit and I was like, oh man, fuck, that takes me back.
Did you guys have a stoner park in your high school?
Oh yeah, I was right across from the high school. That's where all the fights went on.
Yeah.
That's where everybody smoked weed. That's
None of the fights
never got fucked with.
None of the fights went on at my stoner park. It was just stoner park. Even the preppy kids, they would avoid us over there because it was all us, just, so forth, skater, god, whatever. And that's where we all went to smoke, man.
See, I think that's why we all get along because we were all the fucking skater crew back in the day. Kind of. We were all like because back in our day when we grew up, right, back in middle school, it was like if you were a skater, you were like the dysfunctional.
I
You
sucked
weren't popular.
Here's the thing,
You were the grimy kid, right? You were a little different than most kids.
The grunge era.
Anyone that skated with me when I was in high school knew that I had all the stuff.
Were you a poser? Were
No,
you a poser?
I wasn't a poser. I fucking sucked at skating. Like I could do some stuff, but I suck. Like primarily, I sucked at skating. But I still practiced. I used to skate every day, practice, but compared to a bunch of my other friends that would come through my house because I had a quarter pipe, I had a fucking 15-foot rail. I mean, I had a lot of shit at my house.
You give me a skateboard right now, I could still do a 360 flip.
Oh, dude, looking at a skateboard makes my knees just
mine too,
scream.
but I could so my kid a couple of years ago was talking shit and I still did a tray flip right in front of him.
Nice.
Oh, have that nowhere.
Boardroom banter ale.
People are already asking what we're drinking, but guess what?
You'll never know.
You'll never find it anywhere.
Nope.
Try.
Man.
It's cheap fun, though.
It is really cheap fun. So delicious. I mean, that's the thing. I'll never talk myself up in that regard. I mean, I could do some stuff, but like a 3-flip, I could never get a 3-flip down. Never, ever. All that. I could throw down stalls. I found myself in a lot of like Rodney Mullen was my kind of guy because he was all about.
Thank you. He invented street skating. Fuck you, Tony Hawk.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
So,
but
like,
I love Tony Hawk, but I was a Rodney Mullen fan.
I
my
had a
whole
lot
life.
of fun doing stuff like that, like trying, fucking stalls and da-da-da. Like, that was my jam. More than, I could do this 50-50 on a round rail instead of a square rail, da-da-da.
So one claim to fame, I have skated with Bam Margera.
Oh,
Nice.
Brandon Novak, when he
Nice.
used to skate. Like, I've skated, like...
that's sick.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I used to ride flow. I used to skateboard. It was really fun, man.
Sick. That would have actually been really fun back in the day.
But I chose drugs over skateboarding, which wasn't a good life choice. And then,
Well, I mean, you could have done both at the same time.
yeah, but then you party a little too hard when you're...
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
We went that far.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I mean, you could have balanced that, if you wanted to.
Fuck.
Some of us just can't balance it. You got to have
I
all
cannot
of it or none of it.
That is
I'm
true.
sorry, but I cannot snort coke like a gentleman.
Neither can I.
That does not happen for me. It's fucking like 0 to 100. It's like these motherfuckers around here. It's like, oh, my little bump. It's like, motherfucker, I'm Scarface by the end of the night. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not fucking around with that.
That's a good thing you're on the straight and narrow.
Yeah.
I could see that
Thank
already.
God.
Golly. Derek on a rampage, fucking all coked out of his mind. Whew.
Did a line of coke in the shape of Africa.
Yeah.
I'd be running behind the local McDonald's fucking naked with pouring like
that's a
the
fucking
high
run.
C.
That's a
Balls-
run from here.
With
Balls just dragging
not
on the
the
ground
high
behind
C-
him.
Exactly.
Not the high C fruit punch, but the high C orange. I would just be pouring all over myself while I was doing it. In whitey tidies.
Well, I mean, you need that support.
Yeah, I do.
For, your ailment.
Yeah.
Never seen whitey tighties hanging at the knees.
It's
Wait. It's like a saggy diaper.
It's awkward looking, I'm going to say.
I've never been able to wear whitey tighties. It looks like a saggy diaper when my nuts fit in it.
Do they even make whitey tighties anymore? I mean, once you switch to boxer briefs, like,
They have like colored ones now. I don't
There's
know if
no
you call them
going
whitey
back.
tighties, but or nut huggers. That's a good call. That's a good name for them too. Like, oh, where'd your pair of nut huggers there, buddy?
bikini briefs. I don't know.
Bro, my grandparents used to tell me, and I was a fat kid.
You know when he stopped wearing tighty whities?
When?
When he watched Ace Ventura: Pet Detective.
Oh boy.
It's Einhorn, and flips around,
Yeah.
and the nuts are tucked back. That's when he
Right.
said, "Golly, is that what I look like,
Bro,
On Horns a man.
Jesus fuck.
I love the crying game music in that.
Can we have movies like Ace Ventura come back out, please?
That would be nice."
Without offending people.
Yeah, God bless Jim Carrey, the coolest Canadian ever.
Yeah,
You know what? If things offend people these days, why don't you just fuck off? Like, don't listen to it. Don't watch it. Like, if this podcast offends you, fuck you.
they did try and actually cancel that movie recently.
Ace
Stop.
Ventura.
Yeah, because
For
of the
what?
whole when he realized that Einhorn was a man, Finkel is Einhorn, Finkel, all that, and he's like plunging in his face and all that kind of stuff because she made out with him, whatnots, and then he was
She
finds
didn't-
out and he's dumping the tube of toothpaste in his mouth and all this and that. It was transphobic.
Well,
If you
no,
ban
it's-
Ace Ventura, I'm sitting on the
Yeah.
White House steps,
Here-
motherfucker.
How is it transphobic? She misrepresented herself in the movie, and we're talking about a fictional character.
She looks like a
Exactly.
hot.
We're talking about
she
a
looked like she
fictional
was.
movie.
She was a good looking
Fictional
chick in
character.
that movie. That was a man, I guess.
Apparently, that was a man.
It wasn't.
It
Not that
totally
actor was
wasn't.
not a man.
No.
That was not like the people we have walking around where we're from.
97?
Yeah, it was a 90s
96?
movie. Maybe even before.
I just remember that.
94.
Wasn't it a Miami's Dolphin player too?
You know what? Probably. Yeah, 94, 95.
Wasn't it Miami's
maybe.
Dolphin player too?
Ray Finkel was a Miami Dolphins kicker.
Fuck.
Yeah. In the comments, we don't have technology in front of us right now to look at that. But
Yeah.
what is it? 94, 95? Let us know in the comments.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there.
It was in the 90s. I remember when the movie came out. And yeah.
That was a great movie.
As far as all that stuff goes, I think people need to take a second to realize that if you look for a reason to be mad, you're going to find a reason to be mad. Or if you just take something for face value, maybe you'll realize not everybody in the world is so bad.
It's like me when I golf, and I'm sucking all day long on the golf course.
He drops a ball.
And there's times that happens. But instead of sitting there motherfucking and getting all pissed off, most of the time I just laugh.
That's why I golf with David, because I suck so bad that I hit the ball and I can't even fucking tell you where it lands. And David's like, just drop it next to mine, bro.
Yeah, you're good, bro. Just
Yeah.
come drop it next to me. That's how you got to live life. Until you've ever played golf and you understand the frustration of that game, to have a just, fuck it, let's go over here. Don't get me wrong. There's times in competition when I'm trying to compete with somebody, okay, I get pissed. It's not like I'm a great golfer or anything. But, if I'm just out playing golf, it's like, dude, what the fuck? Just take a drop over here. Call it a day. Let's have fun. Let's have a good time.
Yeah,
That's how to live life, man.
definitely.
Totally. I should have a doobie in my hand because of that one.
This is close to a
I
doobie.
feel like fucking Willie Nelson over here.
Oh, boy.
oh,
right?
don't go that far, buddy.
Yeah.
I don't have the hair for it, that's for sure.
Or the beard.
Yeah.
I wish I could have a Willie Nelson beard.
I'm going to have one.
Woo!
Can you imagine the things that guy's seen?
Oh,
Can you imagine the things that have been in his beard?
No, I don't want to. I have seen Willie Nelson live,
Really?
that'd be cool.
and it was fun.
That
It
would
was-
be. It would
so,
be a good time, I would think.
There was one year he did his 4th of July concert over here in my favorite area, and you guys know where that is. Mm-hmm. He usually does it in Texas, and he does a lot of Farm Aid stuff and down there. But he got up there, had some of his boys up there with him. It was a fun concert. I'm not like a massive Willie Nelson fan. It wasn't like something my dreams were made of, but it was really cool to get
No.
to see that icon.
Did you just say Farm Aid stuffing?
Well,
Yeah,
you
he
know,
What it
does-
kind of sounded like.
he does Farm Aid stuff. And
Okay, it sounded like stuffing, like you got some fucking sheep gloves on while you're in the farm.
I mean, I can neither confirm or deny what Willie Nelson does on
I
farms.
thought I put the llama outside.
Yeah, will you get that fucker out the back door?
Yeah, it
Jesus
needs to go.
Christ. The fuck out of here. I fucking told you to go outside. Go eat your food. Get out of here.
Jeez,
I know. I'm
fuck.
sorry, guys. It just,
The sex dungeon with the llama, it gets a little wild.
will you at least take the strap-on dildo off the llama, please? It's just
it's not
really
gonna
weird
happen.
to see that.
you figure with it having a long neck and having that, it's just natural. To
Well, you
have
got the
it.
one hanging off the front and the one on the top where you sit on the llama. So I'm really confused as to what's going on here and how the person on the bottom is going to hang on to do that.
It's a wild ride.
Yeah.
really is.
You have to use your imagination.
All the
And
while,
really,
fresh boardroom banter ale is on board.
It's on board.
this is really about physics, though.
Oh, okay. I mean,
It's a lot like when you wake up with the morning wood and you try to piss.
Yeah.
yeah,
We were
it
just having that
sucks.
discussion before the podcast.
Yeah.
And any
different
man out there that is faced with the morning wood problem
Let us
and
know.
doesn't have a woman to take care of it right away,
Describe it without actually talking, like saying.
You know what
that
happens.
It's really that. Just make a novel out of it, of the difficulty of.
what is your stance? How do you stand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you do the
3-point stance.
do you do the
That
tuck and tiptoe? Because that's what
Yeah.
I do. I do the tuck and tiptoe.
Yeah. Yeah. I like more of the almost half been over 3-point stance. Sometimes I'll even put 3 points on the back of the toilet there.
Bro, I went and took
It's,
a fucking piss the other morning with one of these, you
it's
know?
a wide stance and a push down.
Yeah,
I was doing the tiptoe push down.
Uh-huh.
And I was fucking pissing right into a turd blaster. And I realized my 13-year-old didn't flush the toilet that night. And it was all swollen up. And like just the smell to begin with. And then watching it looked like the fucking Hulk changing. Like the colors it was changing while the pee was hitting it was fucking.
What's wrong with your piss to interact with that? Jesus
I
Christ.
don't know.
You pissing acid, bro? What
Something
the hell is
fucking
going
happened.
on?
I think it was the
need
boardroom
more-
banter, L.
You need more water.
No, it was a really fluffy one, if you know what I'm saying. Like when they've been sitting there and they're fluffy. Like it was 3:00 in the morning, and like I went to his room and like I was like, "What the fuck, man?"
Derek's boy. You know who you are.
You know who you are.
And
You
I know
know who
you're
you
listening.
are.
Flush the toilet.
Flush the
Jesus
toilet.
Christ, just flush the fucking it takes
and wash your
I think you got
I
so
don't
like-
care. I don't care how closed your eyes are taking a shit. I've done that where you're still tired and you're trying to like keep yourself in that sleep mode because you woke up because you had a stomach ache and stuff. You still have enough. Just
Do you know a rule I had to
flush the
fucking
toilet.
You know a rule that I had to fucking put in my house now? No cell phones in the bathroom.
okay.
God.
His school's now a cell phone free zone.
All right, that's cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
sweet.
which I think they can
I'm down
actually
with that.
learn now.
Hell yeah.
He was complaining to me like the second day, and I was like, you know, man, like social media, a lot of other shit, a lot of stuff when
No,
you're going to school probably isn't the best thing for you.
I am totally on board
So
with that.
you
That
have
is awesome.
like no, every classroom has a no cell phone sign. Like they're not allowed to have their cell phone, which is fucking awesome. You know, and like so, like there's a couple things in my house that like I still try to install, like you know, no cell phones while you're eating.
Yeah.
You know, you're eating food. You're
Sit at the table.
concentrate on it. You know,
Sit at the table,
or like
talk.
why like is. You know how many poop particles that fucking cell phones have on them from being in the bathroom? Like
Probably a lot.
fucking 100%. So I used to own a business in the
Well-
mall where I had a kiosk, and another kiosk for one weekend moved in. Okay, they swabbed everybody's fucking cell phones, everybody's cell phones. Okay, I watched them. Was watching this, watching it happen. I asked the guy at the end of it, and he was like, "We swabbed like fucking 4,000 or 5,000 cell phones." He was like 99% of them had shit particles on them.
Well, of course.
Like, think about that. So if you're in the bathroom and you're fucking doing the nasty and you got your cell phone in the hands, like fucking wash that shit. Wash your cell phone, wash your hands. Every doorknob you touch out there has shit on it.
All right, let me I'll bring some light into this one. Think about when we were younger and it was a stack of magazines on the head of the toilet or down in a rack right next to it. Think about that. You want to talk about 99% fecal matter on a cell phone.
That's 100%.
Those fuckers sat in the bathroom all the time for everybody in the house.
Okay, you know another rule in my house now? I don't
Pee
put...
splashes.
I'm saying, man.
So I've thought about it too, okay? You think about the toilet being there. Everybody's fucking towel rack is in the same position, right? Right by the toilet. Can you imagine how much shit gets like fucking blasted on those towels every time you flush the toilet? Like, I'm not reusing a fucking towel in my life again. Like, those towels that are by the toilet are just getting shit blasted every time you flush it. Just... It's like fucking spraying it with cologne in a way. Like, I could picture the cologne just right on your towel.
he keeps... I get it now. He's a germaphobe.
You would get along really well with Howie Mandel.
Yeah.
I'm not a germaphobe, but think about it, dude. Your toilet and your towels, how fucking close are they?
I think he's just starting to realize.
I have some
like,
good
cross
shits.
damage.
Do you bathe in hand sanitizer?
No.
Oh.
But I do bathe twice a day.
You sound like
I mean,
you bathe
shower
in hand
twice a day.
sanitizer.
I don't bathe because bathing is sitting in your own poop fucking soup.
Poop soup.
Dude, if you take a fucking bath
Well-
every night, you're just sitting in poop soup. I'm
All right,
sorry.
Well, then take a shower first, and then convert it into a bath.
You're still in poop soup.
No, because
You do
showered.
not clean your body that
You
good,
are all
sir.
clean. You washed your ass crack. You fucking got underneath them balls. Blah blah blah. You can shower first, have a bath after. Just saying,
Yeah,
it's a thing.
maybe. Is that what you do?
Well,
Do you take a shower and then have a bath? That's kind of fucking weird. You shower and then bath?
no.
Oh.
I have a bath and
No.
then a shower. I sit in the
No,
hot tub.
it's called a hot tub.
I sit in the hot tub for 15 minutes.
That's the way to
20 minutes,
sanitize.
and then I go take a shower.
Why aren't we recording
one of those
in
guys-
Greg's hot tub?
We could be.
We could be. All you would hear is
Fuck.
the bubbles sizzling
Yeah.
underneath us right now.
And you
though.
have to have bubbles. Otherwise, it's not a hot tub. It's just
Exactly.
a bath with friends.
And
yeah,
you
that
know,
could be
it's
weird.
I don't know if we're gonna have like a toaster interaction with our equipment or not, but
We'll definitely need
mean,
those boom arms.
we could
that
be
like
electrified
booms.
that night.
there you go. There you go.
You don't even have to touch them.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
I don't know. 3 guys in a hot tub podcast. That just sounds weird.
It.
I already talked about the podcast episode we could have in the hot tub, you know.
Wow.
True.
Erotica.
No.
Autoerotic asphyxiation
I
in a hot tub.
No, I'm good. I'm good on
So
that.
there is another point that I want to bring up, not being political or taking a stance on any side whatsoever, but like,
Milk toast. Fence sitter.
are all of these fucking people trying to assassinate Trump, like, did they grow up playing Call of Duty? Like, have they never really shot a real gun?
Well,
I mean, this has always been talks, like, the whole time we've been growing up, right? Like, assassination attempts, like, this shit can happen. Like, look what happened to JFK. Like, Abraham
Reagan.
Lincoln still in the fucking history books.
well,
like,
and
look,
even Reagan survived his.
yeah, look at all this shit.
What, 82?
So
Something like that?
he survived the
83,
first
yeah,
one.
82,
He survived the first one. He has survived the second one. Is he going to be in a fucking bubble boy suit?
No, they're gonna get him the Pope vehicle.
It can't be called the Pope
Pope-mobile.
vehicle, though.
Yeah, the Pope mobile.
It can't be called that, though.
It'll be called the Trump transport.
Oh, that's a good one.
There
The
you
Trump
go.
dump.
Yeah,
The Trump dump.
there you go.
Coming to a town near you.
Is that what it comes
Yeah.
out, Orange? Heyo.
You
Oh,
know,
man.
knowing him, it would be. I wouldn't be surprised if he painted the car portion of it orange.
It's going to be the best car that's ever been produced
Right.
here in America.
ever.
There's never been a car that's been better. We've checked.
There is nothing that can penetrate this. It is the most bulletproof you would ever see.
It is 100% made in the USA.
They tried to penetrate it, but they failed.
It didn't work.
It's because their bullets are weak.
It's because they suck.
Yeah. They're very, very weak bullets produced in weak countries.
Just saying, it'll be the best ever.
Yes.
Okay.
In the history of anything.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't know, though, but how bad do you have to suck to miss twice?
I mean, I'm glad they missed, but
I'm glad they missed. Me too, but it's
Again,
at the same time.
I
It's,
just want to know how that guy knew 12 hours beforehand. Like,
Well-
how on earth you had to be the luckiest guy in the world to be like, okay, I think Trump's going to play golf here.
how do you
And
shoot
show
from,
up at 1:00 in the morning.
How do you shoot from that distance
And
and
wait.
still miss? He was pretty fucking close to him, man.
So other reports are that there were no shots actually fired from him. He was about 300 to 500 yards away by the time Secret Service saw him. All they saw was a
They're
barrel.
stepping up their game
They
now.
saw, well,
They're stepping up their game
apparently with Secret Service, I think it's 2 holes back, 2 holes forward is how it goes.
now. Okay.
Okay.
Correct us if we're wrong in the comments.
Yeah, correct
if
us
you're a Secret Service member.
Exactly. I mean, correct us if I'm wrong, but I think it's 2 back, 2 forward of them like checking perimeter.
Don't
before
correct-
he
don't-
actually gets up and does his thing. Okay?
don't correct me if I'm wrong because they'll probably just correct you permanently.
Oh, that's true.
We don't want a
But-
Clinton fucking situation on our hands here.
Yeah, I mean, they got like, I think
Oh,
30.
did I just say that on air?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh,
Sorry.
we're not editing that out.
Didn't Epstein myself.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Just so you know. Just so you know, if you ever find me dead in a weird situation,
It wasn't me.
I didn't do it.
All right, I believe it. But to my point, all they saw was a barrel sticking out of the bushes
Yeah.
of this particular person, and Secret Service then fired on him. He fled. They got him. But
Was it a
apparently-
barrel or was he excited to see
Well,
Trump?
apparently it was an AK that he had.
That's not a distance rifle.
You know, I mean, but 3 to 5 with a 7.62.
You don't need.
I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm just
No.
saying that's not a shooter's choice for
It's
that
not,
distance.
but at least I mean a 3 to 5 shot though with a 7.62, you can pull that off all day long. But yeah, I mean it's not like the other particular person the first time around who had a 150-yard shot.
And whiffed big time. Thankfully.
I mean, no one. I mean, dude, he was live on TV. Imagine live on TV
man.
if fucking homie got his wig split like that. Dude, I don't care. I mean, you could go back to even the JFK time because that was live televised back when that happened.
Yeah.
That would have happened again.
The famous depiction of Jackie Onassis grabbing his piece of skull off the back of the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, that would have been 60s relived all over again right there.
You know,
in a lot of ways, for our generation at least. You know, there's a generation that still has that in their mind of when that happened.
Yeah.
That would have been us right there.
I don't care where you sit on the political spectrum. If you are okay with assassination because you have that much hate in your heart, you're the problem.
Yeah.
The people in politics that I don't align with, I'm okay with being alive. I'm okay with them being able to stand in front of me and debate me face to face on why they think that their idea is better. And that's the way this is supposed to work. But, you know, to have that much hatred in your heart, to just be okay with ending somebody's life over
some bullshit
idealism.
Yeah, I'd go with that.
You know, over different beliefs. If you believe that's okay, you're the problem.
I can concur with that.
And I believe that for anybody.
I mean,
you should value human life more.
You got to realize, though, in our time, let's see here. For us growing up, even in our 20s, it was more like you knew people's ideas. You never talked politics.
No.
Literally within the last 10-ish years, that seems to be what everything's just based on anymore, is what are your politics before I'm a friend with you? Versus, hey, dude, you're fucking cool, let's hang out.
Well, COVID,
You know,
COVID really made a lot of people draw
fucked some shit up
lines in the sand.
Oh, God, yes.
Yeah.
I think we all, though,
Big time.
I think we could say this, that we all grew up in households or were around people that, like, I don't know, when it comes to politics or religion, you just don't really
talk about it.
You don't get into it with people, man.
You don't.
It's dirty
Like,
laundry.
If you want to have a relationship or you want to have like something with somebody, like I think that's why we all get along. We all have similar beliefs, but at the same time, we don't press those beliefs. We don't.
The only time religions and
We don't
politics,
guide those. We don't.
For me personally, religion and politics should only be in the household.
Yes,
It doesn't exist outside of the household.
and even in my household, like we don't. I'll say this straight up, and she won't even get mad. Like we don't believe in the same things for the most part, but at the same time, that's just stuff that we know not to bring up. Like we're adults. Like you have the right to believe in something else.
I remember when I was doing my ride-alongs when I was becoming an EMT, and that was the time like you had to do stuff, and for credits and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm doing my ride-along, and I remember these guys were hard on my ass. Some fucking like 17 and a half, 18 years old. Like I'm in that range.
Yeah. Young and impressionable.
Yeah.
David had his first mustache hair at this time.
No, I didn't have ball hair by then.
Fuck.
Oh, dude.
Late bloomer.
It was crazy. But I remember that. I remember we're leaving a call, and they were razzing me hard. And one of them, he was an old timer. I mean, he was probably a couple of years from retirement at that time. And he'd asked me, he's like, so what are you? You a Republican or are you a Democrat? What are you? And I was like, what? I didn't know what, I
don't know what that means.
What do you mean by that? And he's like, well, tell me, are you Republican or Democrat? What do you vote? And
at 17 and a half, you're like nothing yet.
like,
Yeah.
It's probably maybe 18.
Yeah. But even
right
then,
there. But still,
I don't
but
care.
still.
18-year-olds aren't smart
Yeah.
enough to vote.
And
Most of them are not.
And I told him, I remember I looked at him and I said, sir, because obviously this is my ride along. I'm with the firefighter. That's how it goes. You're the peon. It's sir.
Yeah.
And so I was like, sir, I was always told never to talk about politics or religion. And he actually looked at me and he shook his head and like, affirming. And he's like, that's the answer I actually wanted to hear. And that was it. He actually left me alone for the rest of the day.
That's good though. So
Yeah.
After that whole day of ride-alongs of him kind of pressing my ass and stuff, when he asked me that, after I hit him with that, he kind of like pressed back. Like, still, it was a learning process. He was asking me questions anytime we went on a call or anything. But beyond that, he wasn't poking and prodding on me anymore. It was
Right.
kind of cool. Like,
Yeah, you
know.
earned a little bit of respect.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
You know?
my personal experience is, we all know I've gotten in trouble in my past. I was a felon. I've done some bad shit. But at the same time,
Bad boy.
not like P. Diddy though. Fuck that guy. No, not that bad boy records.
Not
All right.
touching buttholes,
No,
bad boy?
no.
You're not a diddler?
Oh fuck, no,
Pete
bro.
Diddler.
That kind of shit only happens where like the state we're from, they like, I don't know, they love that shit.
There's
but-
rules about that even in prison, yo.
Yeah, bro. And
Yeah.
where I'm from, no, in this state, like they let certain shit happen. Like it's kind of sad, but fuck, I just lost my train of thought.
So you
No.
were
So
saying-
I got back on it. So, just that, like, for voting purposes, right? So I couldn't vote for years. Like, I could not vote for years. And I've had the same beliefs. I've had the same standards, man. Like, I'm the same person, essentially, but now I can vote. Like, now that I've got my shit rectified, like, I'm a better person according to society.
You're a contributing member of society.
You know what I mean, though? But it's like, so for me, that's one reason, like, when it's hard, when it's, like, around voting season, when it's, like, around this or that, people are like, oh, did you vote? It's like, motherfucker, I couldn't vote for years. Like, I have the same opinion that I had back then, but now it matters?
Sure.
Well,
Now it matters?
yeah, you're an extra body.
Yeah, but I don't know. That's
I mean,
just...
did you hear the state of Oregon? They apparently found
Ooh, yeah.
over.
Over 300,
I
they said.
think they're downplaying, but they found about 304 or 310 illegal aliens that were on the voter rolls.
Unregistered people.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, undocumented.
No, I'm not
immigrants.
correcting you.
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
throwing it in there for the people who want to have feelings
Yes,
about that.
undocumented immigrant.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it.
Exactly.
People who didn't go through the proper channels to come into the country.
Yes.
Yes.
They
So I'll
found
be-
304. I think that number is pretty low.
Yeah.
to be honest.
that's per skewed. That's way low.
I think that's 304 just in our county.
Because you got to realize, I'm hoping maybe. Well, I'm not hoping, but still,
Yeah. I think that would be a more
because
accurate description.
our state, they had on the voter roll at one point to allow undocumented. I'll be PC for this. Undocumented immigrants,
Yeah.
driver's licenses. It was shot down. The voters shut it down. No go. 2 years later, the Congress for the state decided, you know what? Fuck you guys. We're going to enact it anyways. And they enacted it. Well, the thing with our state is when you get a driver's license, you are automatically registered to vote.
Yep.
Which
That is very
So-
true.
in my state, which is not the same state as you,
This is
you
correct.
still have an option. They don't automatically do it. They ask you if you would like to do
Yeah.
it.
So, like my wife, for instance, she never registered. And when voting season came, obviously I registered. But when voting season came, she got a letter in the mail, same thing, with her name on it.
Yep.
Here you are. And she's like,
Me
I
too.
never, she even looked at me. She said,
too here.
I never registered to vote. And I
Yep.
said, yeah, you got a driver's license.
Yep.
You're registered.
Yep.
Done. So I think the 304, I think that's a really low number.
I think it is
Yeah.
too.
I think it's a really low number.
Particularly in our area, in this section of the country, has a high population, very culturally diverse. It is not just people coming up from Mexico. You got people coming from the north and people coming from what's west of us.
You got people from Africa
call the
here, man.
east.
Or they're coming up
Yeah.
from Asian countries through
Yeah.
the southern border and up.
There's a
and in.
lot of Thai, a lot of Vietnamese, a lot of Filipino.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's-
we're a big old mixing pot up in here, and so you don't just have just southern border immigration. Both
But that's how they wanna play it.
both documented and
Yeah.
undocumented, if you will. I want to say legal and not.
That's how they
legal.
want to play it, though, is they want
Yeah.
to play you as just, it's just a brown person. It's a brown person coming over the border.
It's a person of descent.
It's just, there's just people
Yeah.
coming over the border.
Lots of people.
People.
Yeah. Tons of people.
Yeah.
That's all it is. I don't give a shit what color they. It's just there are fucking people coming
And
over
we
this
don't
border.
know who these people are.
Okay, so besides the whole, even the Trump things. Okay,
Yeah.
If you heard when he was like, they're eating the cats and they're eating the dogs and the cats in Ohio.
Oh, that
You
was
know,
a fucking special moment. That was a special moment in the fucking United States government.
I really think he was
That
being
was special.
sarcastic.
Well, here's the thing.
I don't know, man. Did you see his fucking eyebrow raise? Because when that
It
fucking
did.
raises,
It did.
that
Here's
Well,
the thing.
did you guys see the video that he was referring to?
Okay, so right now that video.
I mean, how old is he though? Look at those videos. Like when David's stepdad looks at videos, that could be a little obscured.
At least when I look at videos. Okay, no, not me, but the videos that I've seen, everything about that one you're referencing actually didn't happen there. Supposedly, okay?
Okay.
That's a supposed thing.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Alleges.
Yes. Get that S in there, bro.
Little hat tip.
But that particular town has a population, I think they said I think it was 12 or 20,000, something like that. It's a small town. And the influx it happened in that area is about 12 to 15,000. So literally they've doubled their population like that.
Wow.
In a small town like that. Can you imagine here having an influx of about 20, 15, we'll call it 15.
That'd be nice for around here, but
It would devastate the infrastructure.
Oh,
of this area.
it would kill this
It would
area.
devastate the
no, we would.
infrastructure.
No,
would
in
kill
all,
it.
in all,
You know how hard it is just to get from where we work to south of here.
Yeah.
Imagine another 20,000 people.
It's not like we're a big area. I mean, we're not a big area at all. We got about 6,000 people. in
It would
our-
be like tourist
where we
season.
are right now. It's about 6,000 people.
Yeah, the main city next to us has what, 9?
Yeah,
I think there's 20,000 people total just in this general population
yeah.
area.
It's a small
Yeah.
area. Can you imagine if you had an influx of 15,000 people?
No.
Double. You literally just doubled your place.
And
No.
your
then-
whole population overnight like that.
and then you have tourist season.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't imagine. If you already want to hit a lick, like if you want to come somewhere and do something, like this is the town to do it in. The police force, the everything. Like
I mean,
you got to be something to do something if you
So-
work for the police force here.
But I mean, at least getting
380 is like the qualifier if
at
you're a
least
cop
on the
in this
whole,
town.
like Ohio, granted, he was being probably facetious in what he was saying,
Very satirical.
but it brought a light into the actual situation that's
Yeah.
happening over
Yeah.
there. Like people started looking over there,
Yeah.
and was like, "Whoa, what
Yeah.
the hell is like this town?" And it's a small town. You know, we all know about the big cities, Chicago and New York, and all these
Yeah.
places that are hit with this. But some little tiny little fucking podunk town,
Yeah.
I think that's when people start to take it seriously is when they see rural America, hometown America,
Yeah.
my neighbor's house, this could be my town kind of thing
Yeah.
is when people start to really kind of take it seriously.
Yeah,
And
fuck
Exactly.
yeah. The shit we see out here, man.
It's just a matter of real basic math,
eh,
you know.
it's an influx that we cannot handle. Just put it that way. You can agree or disagree. Let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
We love you either way.
But I might talk shit to you in return.
We're probably going to
It
talk
might
shit
happen.
to you no matter what comment you send to us, though.
If you know me in person, I will say shit.
Yeah, bro.
To you.
If you know me in person, I have no filter.
Yeah.
Filter?
It'll be
What?
funny when I say it, though.
Yeah.
Exactly.
At least to me.
If you don't
Yeah.
laugh, I'm still laughing.
I say fuck you in a special way when I get into work every day.
I never feel more loved than when I see your bird flying from across the floor.
Right? Right? Everybody's like, what's wrong with Derek?
Yeah,
He's not
I'm like-
flipping me off today.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, how come you didn't say fuck you on your way in the door?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's just how you just set your life up. So if you're not saying
Exactly.
fuck you to people, they're like, what's wrong with you today?
If you don't know us in person, we're the kind of people that if I don't walk up to you and say that you smell like a fart or something kind of in that
A
nature,
fart? Greg smells like the Geneva Convention. There should be fucking laws written against when Greg farts.
wow.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
No, actually, there's a whole ass
Wow.
there's a whole ass facility designed
Bro.
just to handle my.
And every time he does it when we're outside, he's like, oh, watch out. It's coming. And it's I'm always fucking like downhill from it. It's
Okay.
never when I'm uphill from it. It's never like, oh, watch out, bro. When I walk inside, it's like death is coming.
So to be fair,
Death is coming. Watch out.
to be fair,
I feel like I'm in.
To be fair.
every time I start to walk a direction, he paces me parallel to me, and I'm like, no, you don't understand. I'm trying to walk away from you.
I'm
so
trying
you
to
don't-
sidestep you from
Yeah.
the fart, bro.
But you do it wrong. You just need to
Okay.
stay still and let me move away from you.
So you're gonna do all the moving.
Yeah,
And I'm just gonna
And
stay
you
still.
Just don't walk into.
This sounds like a P. Diddy scene all over
It's
again.
like Derek is covered. It's like Derek
Covered in something.
is covered in magnets for my farts because he walks into them every time. I'm like, no, I moved away from you on purpose.
Is that why
Stay
he's
there.
always spraying cologne on himself?
Maybe.
I mean, there's that,
Bro,
too.
so what was it yesterday? There was like 4 of you motherfuckers that walked right by the fucking little hub we have there. I crop dusted every single one of you. And I felt good about it.
you bastard.
I felt fucking good about it. I was like, everybody here just smelt my fart.
You know how many poo particles you released upon us?
Exactly.
A lot.
Yeah.
Talk about
Talking
a
about-
toilet flushing. That
Talking
was
about
fucking...
sitting here how bad putting poo particles on everything, and
That made
there's
the
poo
plants die in the showroom.
There's poo on your fingers. There's poo in the air.
There's poo on your toothbrush if you haven't one of those things on your counter.
Yeah,
True.
That's why I keep
Yeah.
mine in the drawer.
I would think that's why the plants
You
are
got a
dying.
shitty mouth, bro.
Yeah.
I would think that's why the plants are dying in
Okay.
our lobby.
Here's a survey for you, and listeners, feel free to add your comments to this. Have you ever pushed a time release into a cloth chair? Have you ever farted so bad into like the seat of your car or an office chair or the couch that you left the room and came back 20 minutes later or more
And it's still
it
there.
was worse.
Are you a snork?
Yeah.
Do you know what a
No,
do you know
I'm
what a
not a
snork
snork.
is?
You've explained this.
I've
to me.
explained a snork. Do you know what a snork is, David?
Snork.
This one is brought to you.
Is that Thundercats? Snork?
No.
No.
So-
No, that's Snarf.
I'm going to
Snarf.
say a name because he doesn't really give a fuck. It's my dad.
Oh, okay.
This is brought to you by Jerry Talbot.
Wow.
A fucking snork is someone that sniffs bicycle seats on a hot summer day.
Is it their own or somebody else?
No, it's complete strangers.
Oh, okay.
Just goes
Wow.
around sniffing bicycle seats on a fucking hot summer day.
So have you ever?
Do you know what a frump is? Oh, do you know what a frump is?
I mean, I have ideas.
You ever bitten your own fart bubbles in the bathtub?
No.
That's what a frump
I'm,
is.
I'm not.
Biting their own fart bubbles
I'm
in the
not
bathtub.
an uncivilized savage.
So is
Do
this
you know what a
a-
frumpkin is? His fucking cousin.
Is
I'm
it
It's
about
like
his
a?
cousin.
I'm about to learn.
Is it like a
It's the
blumpkin?
frump's cousin. Bro, I wish I could have a blumpkin.
Gross.
No, I think it'd be revolutionary
For who?
for me.
Certainly not for the other participants.
No, I don't give a fuck about the other participant in that situation. If you're getting a blumpkin, that is like the fucking glory of all glories. That is like two of my most favorite things happening at the same time.
I mean,
You guys can't deny that.
Do you implode?
I would. I
Like
mean,
Ocean Gate?
I've
I mean,
never,
just-
Yeah. Ooh.
I've
just
never
in
been
yourself.
I've never
Just
been in
in
this
yourself.
situation.
I've never been so closer to myself.
I've never been in the situation where I've got a blumpkin. But if I got a blumpkin, oh fuck, man,
I wouldn't be
I'd
able
write a book about it.
I
would-
pity the fool.
Here's the thing: if that happened, I wouldn't be able to talk to that person ever again.
Or look him in the eyes.
They would not exist in my life.
certainly
after,
wouldn't be able to kiss
after
him.
because
What if you put a towel over 'em?
If that person was nasty
You
enough
trap
to
it
do,
in?
What if you put a towel over their head?
I don't
trap it
think
in the whole
that
time.
helps.
if
I
that
don't think
person
that
was
helps.
nasty enough to do that,
Imagine what else they do.
I could never trust them for the rest of my life.
I could.
And with that, everybody, I think we're going to call it a night.
Tune in every week. We want to release an episode every week on Fridays, 5 o'clock.
5 Pacific, 8 Eastern. You will
Yes.
find us.
Even if you guys don't like us, fuck you. We'll probably still release an episode.
Don't forget to hop on, like, subscribe, comment. We want to know what you think about it. Anything you have to say about our opinions, we'll be happy to give you a reply.
Please like our podcast.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't just listen. Please comment,
like.
do
It-
all the
like us.
above. Please.
As everybody knows, it helps us grow.